In this video, I'm going to show you some of the best, or at least my favorite, music production deals for this Black Friday in 2020. I've done this for the past 2 years, and it's always a good time, and I didn't want to miss it this year. So let's just dive right into the sales that you should take advantage of. So first up is Waves, and I've said this a lot, but you should never buy a Waves plugin if it's not on sale, because they run crazy good sales all year. They make fantastic plugins. I use a lot of them. But Black Friday is really the best time to buy. Like, if you're even thinking about it, just buy it, because the deals are insane. So let me show you some of the products that I have from them that I recommend. Like, if you don't have them, to probably get them. Typically, we'll go to this bundle section. My first product of Waves was this Waves Gold bundle, usually $800 on sale for $180. So pretty gigantic sale, and it comes with a lot of standard things that everyone can really benefit from, like compressors, multiband compressors, de-essers. This is kind of like a crazy panning automation tool. H delay is my favorite delay ever. There's L1 Ultra Maximizer, a super good mastering plugin, like to use as your final limiter, or just like on a track-by-track basis as well. There's a sibilance controller, there's reverb plugins, there's a sonic enhancer, whole bunch of things. So this is a great starting point if you're looking to, get away from just stock plugins. And there's nothing wrong with stock plugins, but sometimes buying plugins is more about the convenience factor than it is the capability. Now, there's a whole bunch of other cool things. I also have this Chris Lord Algae Signature Series. It's okay, it's cool, I like it. But I'd say start with the gold bundle and then fill in things around that. I have almost any of these products on here, so if you're looking for an opinion on a specific one, feel free to throw it in the comments and I'll let you know. Try to get back to you before their deals end. Now, before we jump on to the next one, I'll show just like the general sales. Everything's on sale, but if you buy X amount of plugins, you get an extra percentage off. Every year they do a different spin on it. So yeah, highly recommend checking out Waves. So next up on the list is Native Instruments. Native Instruments, if you're not familiar, they make like MIDI controllers, keyboards, but they really make a whole bunch of software. They make Contact, they make Massive, they make Reactor, and they make a whole bunch of Contact libraries as well. Now they're doing a kind of a longer sale. It's already been going on and it ends December 7th. And it applies to pretty much everything. So you see a lot of these products are 50% off, and they even say it's 50% off a huge range of stuff. I don't believe the hardware is on sale, but in terms of software deals, it's a pretty great option. Now, personally, I always get their complete packages. I think I have Complete 12 Ultimate. I haven't gotten this one yet. But you can see they do like upgrade prices, whole pricing, and stuff like that. These products typically don't go on sale just because they're already such a crazy discount. Like by buying it as a bundle, you really do save 90% off of buying them individually. So this probably isn't on sale, but if you're looking for an individual product, this might make sense to hit up Native Instruments and see if you want anything. So next up is Spitfire Audio, and they don't normally do a standard sale with just X% off things. They typically do like a exclusive product where if you spend X amount of money, you get this exclusive product that you can't get any other time during the year. And this time they're doing the Aperture Orchestra. Last year it was the Aperture Strings, I believe. And it's pretty cool because it's a pretty beefy product. So if you already know you want this pricing amount of products, then you're getting another library for free, which can be a considerable, kind of freebie. Now, last year they also did other discounts as well, and it appears that they're still doing that. Let's see. Now, they're not going to show all the pricing because the deals haven't started yet. But last time, if I remember correctly, it really was some products were 30% off. So keep an eye out for them on Black Friday. It's only the weekend of like Black Friday to December 1st. So make sure to check them out because it's probably the best time to get it. And I guess there actually are already some things on sale. So yeah, Spitfire already makes fantastic orchestral libraries. I highly recommend Albion 1 as a really good starting point if you're looking to get into orchestral stuff. Solo strings is really good, but it's very like particular if you need a solo violin sound. I don't have chamber strings. Hans Zimmer strings is fantastic, but it's also very slow because it runs in their own thing. I don't know why. I never liked their custom-coded stuff compared to their Contact libraries, but it has been a while since I've used it. Oliver Arnold's Composer Toolkit and Chamber Evolutions are both fantastic and typically a little bit cheaper than the rest. Phobos is a crazy product that's like crazy sound design manipulation, and it's like a VST type thing, custom done thing. I could go on about all their products. They're really really, really high quality orchestral samples, so I can't recommend them enough. Next, just this little shout out. If you go to genericstudios.com, you can use this coupon code for 30% off. I sell like sample packs and contact libraries, although for the contact libraries, you do need the full version of Contact. The free version, the player, will not work. You need the full version of Contact. So yeah, if you want 30% off, there's some products on here that might as well check out, and there's sample libraries and preset packs, and I also get some free stuff. So give it a whirl. Now the shameless self-plug is over, we go into Ableton Live, and this is a pretty good one actually, because if you've been looking to get Ableton Live, it's 20% off, and you get a free update to Live 11 when it comes out, which is actually a really good deal, because when Live 11 comes out, I'm going to have to pay to upgrade. I don't know what that price is, because my first Ableton was Ableton Live 10. But yeah, it's a great time. So normally Ableton Live 10 Suite would be $749, and now it's on sale for $599. And also, if you're looking to get an Ableton Push 2, it's not discounted for the Push, but you can bundle it with the Push. So if you already were going to get an Ableton Push and Ableton Live 10, this is a great deal. It's a great time to buy. I don't think it'll get cheaper than this come Christmas time. I bought mine during Christmas, and it was a good deal. I don't think it was as good as this. So check it out if you're interested. So next up is kind of a more interesting one. This company emailed me that they had a Black Friday deal, so I thought I'd just share it. Now, it doesn't show currently on the page, and there was an embargo that was on this information until yesterday, so I can tell you about it. This is kind of like a MIDI microphone. You sing into it, and it turns it into MIDI notes. You can also drum with your mouth and do stuff. I believe I saw this company at NAMM 2020, unless it was a different competitor, but it was really cool, and the reviews are pretty high. Now, it's not going to be as perfect as a MIDI controller, but it gives you a kind of a new way to perform MIDI, completely different way. And the details they're doing 25% off plus free shipping from Friday the 27th of November to Monday the 30th of November. The offer price is going to be roughly $255. This is in pounds, so that'll be 109 euros, pounds? I think pounds. 195 of whatever that currency is. I always mix them up. I think it's pounds. Or $255. So yeah, check it out if you're interested in that. It's pretty cool. So next up, we get Soundtoys. Soundtoys I really like a lot. They have a small collection of plugins, but they're all fantastic. And I just got the Soundtoys 5 bundle. Apparently they haven't updated their bundle name in a couple of years, because I got it a couple of years ago. Unless I updated, I don't know. Anyways, they have a bunch of cool stuff, and it's 55% off. It's normally $500. You get it for $229. If I do, well, let's just go into the shop now, and I'll kind of show you some of the stuff that they make. Decapitator is like a distortion plugin that is just fantastic. Throw it on vocals, throw it on drums, throw it on guitars. Super raw and heavy and analog feeling, even though it's obviously software. Little Alto Boy is an incredible vocal plugin. So you can put it on your vocals and change the pitch and the format of them and automate it for a lot of really cool electronic sounds. Echo Boy is my second favorite echo plugin. H-Delay by Waves is my favorite. This is my second favorite. It's got some really cool presets, but it's a lot of customization options. And then Crystallizer is kind of like a granular delay plugin. You can reverse stuff and make all these granules, and it's nuts. It's really powerful. And one more shout out to Panman, kind of do panning automation stuff. It's kind of like LFO Tool. LFO Tool? No. It's kind of like that. What is it like? It's kind of like the pan, auto pan in Ableton Live, just a little more advanced, actually a lot more advanced. So highly recommend you check out Soundtoys and see if this bundle is for you. Next up, we got Arturia, and I have their V collection, and I also have Pigments. Not the biggest fan of Pigments. It's fun, it's cool, but I just happen to like Serum more, so I don't use it very much. But it is a good plugin. You might like it more than Serum, especially if you're new to this stuff. You don't have all those preferences and biases yet like I do. But the V collection is really good. It's basically a collection of analog modeled vintage synths. So you got the Mini V, which is a model after the Moog Model D. I'm blanking, but you get the Matrix 12 model. You got a Jupiter 8 by Roland model. You got the ARP 2600 model. And these are all great. It's hard to get plugins that emulate actual gear this accurately. I don't have side-by-sides of a lot of these instruments to show, because all of these synths are pretty much in the $5,000 to $20,000 in plus range, so I couldn't get my hands on any of these ever. But they sound very authentic to the samples I've seen online. And the best part of these for me, even if you're going to say there's no way they can replicate the sound, it's the enjoyment you have playing these instruments. Just to kind of show you an example, this is a synth that you could never get your hands on unless you were a crazy multimillionaire. Even then, maybe not. I think this instrument costs like $100,000 in real life. And it's got all these knobs, and in the software, you can actually tweak all of them. And you can actually modulate a lot of them with software behind the scenes in a way you could never do in real life. And it's just a lot of, like, if you're into sound design, this collection of instruments is just so enjoyable. Even outside, it sounds really good, but it's just fun. Like, all these instruments, completely different interfaces, very deep, and a very good price, $250 in Black Friday. I also bought it on a Black Friday sale, I think 2018 or something. Don't quote me on that. Next up, we get Output. And Output makes a lot of different things. One, they make my desk, the Output platform. That's not on sale. But they also make a bunch of contact libraries and plugins. And let's go to Shop Now. They're doing 35% off. The Output bundle is what I have, although mine might be out of date. But it's regular $849. It's on sale for $552. And if we check what they have in here, these are all their contact libraries. And these are just really, really good. I'll link to a video maybe here where I show a couple of their plugins in that. I think I show Substance. Really cool bass, like sound design, bass modeling, contact library thing. Hard to describe. Exhale, it's like all these vocal loops you can manipulate and play like instruments. Next up, Portal is like a granular effects VST. Movement is like a automation powerhouse panning filtering thing. It's hard to describe really. And Thermal is their new thing, which is kind of like a saturation plugin, and all these expansions. I think this is a really good deal. Check it out, of course, and see if it's for you. But the contact libraries and then Portal and Movement alone are worth it, and all this other stuff is just kind of like a bonus. So check it out. They're one of my favorite software music companies. Output. I mean, even their desk is fantastic. And actually, I have another video reviewing their desk from back in the day when I got it. Really nice music desk, like desk made for music producers. Next up is Isotope, and I love Isotope, and I also buy their stuff when it's on sale. Actually, pretty much I only buy products that are software on sale because it just makes so much more sense unless I really need it. Now, they have a bunch of bundles, which I would recommend you get. I believe I have, I think I have the Music Production Suite 4. That comes with Ozone 9 Advanced, Neutron 3 Advanced, RX8 Standard, Nectar 3, and a couple other things that are nice bonuses, but things you might not use as much. Ozone 9 is essentially the best mastering plugin suite you can get at the moment, for a couple of reasons. One, it's got a bunch of awesome tools, but two, if you're new to mastering, it has a lot of automation features to help you learn mastering. It's hard for me to describe that, but I'll link to another video here. I'm gonna have a lot of videos to link in this where I've shown a little bit about how I do my mastering for some of my songs, and so check that out if you want to see more about Ozone. Neutron 3 is a mixing plugin, and just to kind of show you a little bit of what that's like. Somewhere in here they probably show Ozone 9. The product pages are a little bit wacky, but you can see here like just a brief overview. You get like one plugin that you can put EQ. This is Ozone actually clicked. You get one plugin where you can put all these different steps of your mastering chain, and Neutron is kind of a similar product where if I go click here, you can see in Neutron it's kind of the same deal. You get like a certain plugin where you can keep installing all these little sections of plugins, and instances of these will actually talk to each other. So if you have like a bass and a kick drum, you can see the EQ for the bass in the kick drum and kind of like have them like filter them out to fit nicely in each other. So there's a lot of like intelligent tools that make your life easier. Even though you could probably do everything that Neutron and Ozone do outside of their products, it's the convenience factor I think that really sells this. But they are very high quality, and I use them in every song. Every single song I use Ozone. So I can't really overstate the importance of Ozone. And RX8 is actually really good too for dialogue cleanup, for talking parts. I use it in some of my podcasts and some of my YouTube videos when the audio gets messed up. and also when I'm doing sound design sometimes, or when I'm doing vocals. You know, it kind of like, you can take the noise out of a take, you can take the clicks out of a take, you can take the pops out of a take. It's really powerful. Next up, we're going to Kilohearts. I never know how to say their name. They're doing a sale on their toolbox thing. I got the phase plant. I got it at one point, played with it a little bit. Really cool synth. I'm so used to Serum, and it does the trick that I didn't feel like diving deeper, but it's really nice. And it's also on sale for almost 50% off. And even the less expensive versions are still on sale. So I think if you're going to buy it, this is the time to buy it. Yeah, incredibly powerful, almost too powerful of a synth. Next up, we got Neural DSP. This is more for you rockers and metalheads out there. They have a lot of amp modeling plugins. So let's say you have a dry guitar sound, you basically run it through this and kind of fake the sound of an amplifier. And it's really high quality. I have Archetype Nolly. I have a video about it, I guess I'll link there, where I show how to use Archetype Nolly in a metal track that I used. And I also think I have a video on Dark Glass where I'll put another link up there. Unless I run out of links, then I'll put them in the description. I think I might run out of links. This is same thing for bass. This is like every metal band nowadays uses Dark Glass Ultra plugin or the hardware version on their bass. And it's really, really good. I use both of them pretty often. Yeah, so check them out. They got pretty good deals right now, like 50% off everything. Next up, we get Cymatics. And if you're not familiar with Cymatics, they make a crazy amount of sample packs and preset packs. They usually do these big products where they'll launch like a $367 product and they'll only sell like 2,000 copies and then it's gone forever. But they also have regular products and they're pretty great. You know, I mean, not everything I've gotten from them has been like 5-star quality, but it's all at least usable. And a lot of their packs really are like stellar and great. Some of these I'd recommend getting. Actually, all of these are new. So I don't know. But let's check out this Black Friday Ultimate Bundle. You know, you see you just get a pretty gigantic set of samples and like this specific pack. Actually, they probably list it down at the bottom. Yeah, a lot of samples. But let's see what else they have on here. So sample packs. And we can dive in and see some of their more standard products. Some of these are on sale all year. I like their vocal stuff a lot, and the lo-fi collection is actually really fun as well. Anthem kind of bored me. And then what else is there? The Serum pack is dirt cheap for what it is, but it's just presets, so I'm kind of up to you if you want it. But anyways, that's the Cymatics sale. If you're going to pick up their stuff, now's obviously the time to do it. Might as well go there and get the free Black Friday pack if you don't mind being in their marketing emails afterwards, but you can always just unsubscribe. So next, we got Plugin Boutique. Plugin Boutique is like an aggregator. So you can see we have Soundtoys in here, Isotope on here, a whole bunch of other companies on here. Autotune. Ooh, 50% of Autotune. I might pick that up. But yeah, so they're an aggregator. So they sell products that are on other stores. So one, you can go here to find even more companies I'm not listing in this video. Or you can go here and find some exclusive deals. Some companies only sell through sites like Plugin Boutique. But of course, just like every other company, they're doing Black Friday sales. So just go there and check it out. It's also a cool site. They have a lot of freebies as well that are worth at least looking at. Next, we got Slate Digital. And they're doing kind of a weird sale. In the past, well, actually, they haven't fully announced it. So in the past, what they would do is you could get 1-year subscription. Actually, I think when I did it, it was a lifetime lower fee. So I think it was $99 a year for life if I keep rebooking it. And I love their plugins. Now, it says they're announcing it in 2 days. I think they're going to do something like that. Who knows? I also heard they're giving away free samples and sample packs to go along with their bundle. So in addition to like a cheaper deal, you might get a whole bunch of samples and sample packs to go along with it, which is cool. Now their plugins, just to kind of give you the gist of it, they make the virtual microphone system, which is what I use for all my vocals. I won't go into this too much, but basically it can simulate a bunch of cool, expensive vintage mics for a whole lot less. Their virtual analog bundle is what I use as well. And this is kind of like another one plugin interface where inside of it, you can add all these little modules and save presets inside of it. So, you know, there's all these analog modeled compressors and EQs and saturators or preamps and channels and mix buses and mix machines and all this stuff just kind of bundled in one, and in a very easy interface that just kind of works. So if you're into like analog modeling stuff, this is one of the best. One, in terms of sound, and two, in terms of like how it feels. Like it just kind of feels like it's just fun. You know, at the end of the day, it's just kind of fun. We don't need to have all these flashy interfaces. They really don't do anything, but enjoyment matters when you're making music. So if you're already going to use this, then you know, the enjoyment factor is important. Next up, we get Heviosity, and they're a contact library developer, and they also make some other products as well, but mostly I have their contact libraries. So they're doing a bunch of discounts, but if you buy 3 products, you get an additional 10% off. And I don't have Damage 2, but Damage 1 is fantastic. Gravity is kind of like all these crazy impacts and swells and risers. Pretty expensive, but it's 50% off at the moment. I also have Novo, which is a string library, kind of like Spitfire Audios, except it's more like blockbustery, whereas Spitfire Audio is more authentic. So this, if you're looking for string sounds that are, I guess, more overproduced and more like something that's straight out of the box ready to use, this is where you go. Whereas if you want something more authentic that you can control more, I would go down the Spitfire Audio route. Same with Forzo. This is a brass library, just like Novo, same kind of application. Kind of like same comparisons and differences to Spitfire Audio. And just let's do one more shout out. Well, actually 2. Vocalese is like a vocal looping and performance plugin. Scoring guitars is a bunch of guitar loops and guitar sounds to play with. Again, contact sample libraries, but they're very well designed. Everything they do is, I don't know, it just feels very polished. The sounds are good. They're very usable. The interfaces are very intuitive. Just to kind of show you what Gravity looks like. This is like their interface. It's very intuitive. I don't know why my computer's freaking out. It's very intuitive. And the sounds are all very high quality. They don't feel like they add any fluff in their products. And the next, Sweetwater. This is the one hardware company that I'm going to shout out here. Sweetwater always does some kind of Black Friday sale now until November 28th. This is kind of, if you're going to check anything here, make sure you check it out on the actual manufacturer's site, because sometimes Sweetwater will have the best deal. Like I think when I bought Ableton Live and my Push 2, I actually don't think I got it to Ableton. I think I bought it through them because they had a Christmas sale and Ableton didn't. So if you're looking for hardware through a vendor, check it through Sweetwater also. But at the same time, if you're looking through Sweetwater, check Guitar Center, check other companies, because you never know which company is going to get the right to do the deals. And you also don't know, like some companies might be willing to take a loss just to get your sales. And so, always cross-check your pricing on physical goods when you can buy things through multiple sources. The same goes for something like Plugin Boutique. Check the vendor's website, check other aggregators, and see which one has the best deal. But Sweetwater, often they have pretty good deals. Usually, since it's physical products, it'll be like a couple $100s off. If we just click on this random Squire bass, probably not the best example, $479 bass going on sale for $400. So if you're buying physical gear, Sweetwater is my favorite because their customer service is fantastic. They send you like a inspection report of your gear. They actually have salespeople that call you that aren't trying to sell you stuff. They're just calling to check up and chat. And it's pretty sweet. Like, I got to know my sales guy pretty well. Eventually, I think he got promoted or something. And then when the new sales guy was promoted to be my salesperson, or the salesperson for my region, he just called me and he was just like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I'm your new guy. How's it going? What are you doing for music? Checked out my tracks and we had a good phone call. So Sweetwater, it's like the best customer service of any music company I've ever bought at. Just super down-to-earth people and just pretty good deals and a great selection of products. So I like Sweetwater. No affiliation, no links or paid advertising or anything. Just I like Sweetwater. So anyways, there's obviously a whole lot of other deals out there at the moment. If you know any that I didn't list that you think are important, list them in the comments. And I'll also link to a forum post on my Genera Studios forum where you can also post like links and pictures and stuff. The forum is a way for everyone just to kind of connect. So I think the forum makes more sense because you can't really share links in the comments or YouTube will flag you and stuff like that. But anyways, if you've never seen my channel before, here's a link to a playlist where I'll show you how to market your music using Facebook ads. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.